Hey guys, welcome back to ESL TV for the Black Monster Cup North American Spring Finals here between Cognitive and Team 8. And we are underway with our final map of today. It has to be the final map of today, because if this goes into a server downtime, I might be upset and might break my keyboard. But either way, both these teams playing for either $5,000 and 5 Western Digital Black 2 hard drives, or just $3,000. And I say just $3,000, I wouldn't mind that. A little bit of pocket change right there. We did have Team 8 win the first map in a very heavily one-sided fashion, actually very quickly too. And now we had Cognitive come back in game number 2. Taking a little bit longer, but they secured the victory either way. And we're going to find out what's going to happen here with this one, because we're going to see from Loma Street, or Maple Street, finally on Lucian again, like we saw yesterday. He was just so dominant on it. It's been banned out or taken away from him so far in this series. And also we're going to see Fabi over on this Graves. And right now, it looks like we will have a little bit of a change come in. They were going for somewhat of an invade, but just to switch it up, head down towards this bush here, as they actually have their own red buff warded against them. And we're going to go for an invade here. Dodo going to lead it with the charge, lead it with the stun. I'm going to come in at such a late time that there's really nothing you can do about it. And even Grim Samurai checked for it, but unfortunately, he checked a little bit too early. And they have made their way in. So that will be red buff picked up for Porpoise. And he's going to advance on in the jungle, probably go for that Wraith camp. May even fight Beeson out 1v1, but of course, it wouldn't be a pause, or it wouldn't be a game without a pause, as apparently Fabi is having some problems. Ooh, man. If only I can get up and go to the bathroom right now, because I really need to go to the bathroom. But I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight. I hope you guys have had a good time. I really enjoyed you guys being in chat talking. It's been a lot of theory crafting talking, I have to say, or theory crafting chat over on Twitch. I've been reading most of it, but I don't really have much to contribute. I would prove you guys all wrong. Looks like Fabi has come back, and hopefully he has fixed his internet problem. We had a little bit of a positive game, as you guys probably saw. Arthalon had some mom aggro. I'll let you take that as you want. I wanted to actually say something else, but I'm not. I love my mom. She was actually watching the show a little bit earlier on today. I think she's probably gone to bed by now, as it's 10 o'clock there over in West Coast. I would love if they said something in chat about Fabi if there's an update, as I'm just sitting here waiting and talking nonsense. You can't have me do this at 7 a.m., guys. Come on. I feel like they're doing this on purpose, just to mess with me. Alright, looks like Beeson has called for the ready, and we will be getting this game back underway finally here. And it looks like we might even have that 4-man push on that top side, as we have Dodo and from Loma Street get back to top lane. Let's go for the lamps at home for you guys if you aren't familiar with either of these teams, which you should be by now. We have over on the side of Team 8, California, Porpoise, Sushi from Loma Street, and Dodo. On the side of Cognitive, we do have Grim, Beeson, Arthalon, Fabi, and Body Dropping. Right now with that gank coming in, I believe they actually drift a camera, please. I believe, yeah, they did actually have Porpoise flash over the wall to knock up Arthalon, but he popped the heal and the flash, and he was able to escape, so they didn't go for that 4-man push onto that top lane. And it looks like we will have California get back down towards that bottom lane here very soon, but right now we do have to go for a red invade because of that ward, and they will be able to secure it. They won't be able to steal it in time. And California actually will get caught out a little bit, as you see. Over that wall, taking quite a bit of damage here. Running below half HP. Has that crystalline flask though, so should help out quite a bit. And it looks like Porpoise actually won't go for any sort of fight here. And so she's now already down to, well, not down to, but missing a little bit of health there. And from Malomo, pretty much 1v1ing right now in this top lane, while Dodo could easily roam around. He has that stun available, and it's going to be very hard to hit a Vladimir with it. As you see, California just go back to base, probably buy up, and return, obviously, with his teleport. Or, maybe he'll stop, I don't know. Slushie, or not Slushie, sorry, BMC is just constantly going for those ganks on the Slushie, but it's going to be pretty hard to gank a LeBlanc here. In the bottom lane of kind of just half frozen it. So California's not going to get much CS. So what is he going to do? We're going to have a gank come in though from BMC here on this top side. And my gank, I mean, he's just going to push them back by showing himself. And help Grim out a little bit, maybe still a little bit of farm here, or at least experience. And California now will head back to lane with a Doran's Ring. And Porpoise will be heading towards this top side, looking for a 3-on-2 fight. He might actually catch out BMC. He's going to be waiting over towards the red buff here. And he's looking for his moment to strike. I don't actually see where he is. They're waiting for him to just swing around. They do notice him now with that ward. BMC will get engaged upon teleport coming in as well. And California not sure exactly why he's going to be going for it, as he does commit for it. Instead, actually, they're going to convert this into a 4-man push on this top turret. BMC, well, he doesn't have flash anymore. He's going to have to sit back here. California going to try to take the wave up here, catch up on some experience that he missed out on the bottom lane. And now they are going to be at least picking up their first turret of the game for themselves here, about 5 minutes in.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, so first turret, 5 minutes in, being taken down, and they're going to continue to push here. And they will be in a 4-on-3 position here in just a few seconds, while Bydrop has gone back to base and will be returning towards this top side. And it looks like they won't continue the push, as we do also have Arthalon coming up from the mid lane. He actually might get caught out. He doesn't have flash, but he will just walk away. Was able to see them in time. Meantime, though, Fabi looking to push down that bottom turret. It doesn't look like he's going to secure it here, because we're going to have, obviously, California return it just in time. We'll see Arthalon get snared up. They won't have a stun behind it. Even an Ignite being used here. And Slushie getting very low. The auto attack comes in, and he picks up the kill. 1v3 against Slushie right there. And Arthalon, he probably in all right should not have gotten that. But he did. And he had no summoners up to do it with. Now California going head-to-head against Fabi, but here comes Bydrop from the river. Oh, Slow will just barely miss. California will live to fight another day. As you can see, he's down double his CS compared to the opponent's top laner. And he's on even more than that compared to the AD carry at this point. So not a strong start for Team 8 right now. I'm going to force him to probably go back to base soon. He's going to lose on this bottom turret if they don't send any backup. That's our Porpoise coming in, but he's not going to be successful on that one. So for Cognitive, like, this is what they did yesterday. They lost on the first match. And then they came back, winning the next 2 straight and advancing on. Like, they looked terrible in their first game, which they did here as well. And then they just seemed to look better. They slowly clawed their way into the victory. Like, it wasn't really a one-sided win. Well, it was pretty one-sided, but it was a long, drawn-out one-sided win. And that's what they've done in game number 2. That's what they did yesterday. And I'm curious to see if they're going to do that yet again here, as Grim has come down from that top side, just get some farm in middle. And now this allows Slushie to roam around a little bit. And it looks like he's going to be going for a gank here. Fabi obviously has flash. It's going to be really hard to pull this off. All takes a stun though. Dodo trying to make that happen, but unfortunately Slushie will be forced to go back to middle with that ward coming from Arthalon in that river bush. And it looks like Dodo just going to support California now for the time being. Let Maple Story pick up that free farm, that solo XP in the top lane. Lucy going to scale a lot better from levels than a lot of other AD carries, or at least the auto attack AD carries. This is a best of 3 guess, not a best of 5. There's no way I'm going to be going home at 10, 11 o'clock again like yesterday. I woke up at like 6, 7 p.m. today because of it. And also because of having to make sure to be rested for the show, but I'm not feeling it right now. Alright, so that will be tied up 1-1 in turrets now. You can see it's a 1.2 thousand gold difference between the two teams because of that first blood. And obviously the CS as well. Currently still that double CS lead built up for Grim Samurai here compared to California. And this really needs to change or they are going to be in a very bad position. You even see Fabi has a CS lead. Dragon being started up now. You can see currently that Vaughn is zoning out Porpoise here as he's trying to go for the engage, but now he's going to get cocooned up. He's going to get slowed down as well. He's forced to flash as he is level 6. So look at the stun from Dodo. 4-man stun coming in. That was definitely not hype enough for that one. As Biodrop looks like he will be able to escape this, but the perfect stun coming in. They steal away the Dragon. Dodo coming up huge right there at that flash W. And they have stolen Dragon. They have secured almost the gold lead here as you're seeing Loma chase down Grim, but I don't think he has the damage to really finish him off. Grim obviously has flash and ultimate up. And Lomo will just back away, but they have tied the gold between these two teams now with that amazing stun. And now they're looking for a middle turret. And I was definitely not hyped enough for that. I did not see that stun go off until a little bit too late. I'm going to blame it on it being so late. And it's funny because I have a show, Black Monster Cup show on Tuesday for Europe. It's like Group B because we changed the format around this time. And obviously the summer split of the Black Monster Cup North America show will be going live, I think, next week, if I'm not mistaken. I hope it's not this week because then I'll be dead. Actually, it could be this coming weekend now that I think about it. I don't know. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but we'll have California return back to the bottom lane. He's down 30 CS now, and Lomo's gonna get chased. Look at the damage Grim's able to do against him here, and if the cocoon lands from B-Sin, that's gonna be a dead Lomo. Doesn't have a flash. He will be able to back away, and will be able to escape. Does get cocooned up, though. Rebuff will slow him. But able to turn some damage back onto him. And we will have now Porpoise and Slushie coming in from the river. They will catch out Grim. He will have the pool, but he will be forced to flash. What the hell was that? Over the wall, even while getting knocked up. And he will escape that one. Alright, so now 11 minutes in. Probably the slower of the two games. You see Fabi has that BF sword now done. Going to be working towards that Bloodthirster any moment now. And let's see how much Maple Street has. Well, he has a BF sword now, so he only sitting on 200 gold. So pretty much tied up there. As it does have the boots as well. That makes me think that Fabi has, 600 gold to spend. So he'll have boots if he wants. But they're going to push on bottom just a little bit here. And this Maple will come down there to relieve California. Send him up towards the top lane probably with that teleport. And go head to head against this Vladimir. You can see Maple has a little bit of a level lead. Currently 8-7. So he might have the damage he needs to take down Fabi, but he will be in a 1v2 situation. Dodo, though, swinging around on the bottom side of your screen. Like I said before, he had that amazing 4-man stun. You see the bottom lane heading up. He might get caught out as Fabi is charging straight into him. And you see Dodo is not level 6 yet. He's going to get slowed up. Will he be able to chase it down the repel? Unfortunately, not going to work out since there's not a Wraith camp there. And we'll have Slushie come from the side. But Fabi with the ultimate coming over the wall. The collateral damage enough to finish him off. That will be now 2-1. And that will be his first kill of the game finally being picked up. And that might even be a middle turret here. Slushie, he wants to back away. He doesn't want to be here alone. And that takes us one cocoon for him to be taken down here. And that might be the turret dropping as it's actually going to fall. Yeah, it's going to fall down. They have the minion wave. And look at the damage. Come on, Slushie. B-Sin almost taken down immediately. And it looks like they will save that turret for a little bit longer here. It's only going to take a couple more hits though before that does drop. Innocent. Ah, you jerk. Alright, Slushie's passive is going to be popped here. Fabi doesn't have much mana left to spend here, but has a decent amount of wave clear with that Karma. That turret getting very low. You see Porpoise wanting to potentially go for the engage here, but Dodo's still level 5. How close is he? He's very close. He's a couple minutes off. And that's all they need is that Tibbers to come down to completely open up a kill here. And you might even see him get caught or pincered in by Arthlon if it wants to show us that. And we'll just walk away. A sad Annie. That's really sucked too because they probably could have won that fight. They probably could have had a fight that they would have gotten a couple of kills from if he was level 6. Alright, so we see the DFG almost done for Slushie now. he is going to hurt. No, we do have Arthur level 9, so he won't be able to really burst him down just yet. Though if they do land the Tibbers and the entire combo right away, that could actually be enough. But right now, Dodo finally level 6. Gonna clear out the pink ward here. A minute left on Dragon, though. And here comes Grim from the side. See pink wards being cleared out for both teams. And you see California down towards the bottom lane, just free farming here. Currently down 20 CS now, as much as he was prior. And he's level 8 to the level 9. Though his teleport is not up just yet. And Dragon now coming closer to respawning in. I imagine that's exactly what the side of Cognitive are waiting for. C9 is not ahead of the meta. They're ahead of the North America meta. Cloud9 will still get destroyed by Korean teams, Chinese teams, Singaporean teams, and probably European teams. But look at the damage, Grim. Forces the pool right away. He will back off this one. Looks like he's going for Willy Ancients. Actually be surprised if he does go for that. No, he's going for Seeker's Arm Guard. Never mind. Going for that Zoni. That's his first buy. The thing is, people don't realize that the summer split doesn't really matter that much. It's all about the spring split doesn't matter. But right now, we do see Porpoise go straight into the fight here as BC landing right in the back of the middle of the team. He does flash away from this one. But you see Fabio at the back. He gets stunned up. He's going to get taken down. Or will he? Has Ignite up, but no. Dodo finishes him off. And now it's all in the hands of California, who actually have the ult on himself and will survive here. So Dragon now going to be potentially picked up for the side of Team 8 here. And Dodo's still sticking up to the side. He has his Tibbers available. Tanking the Dragon, and he will get a 2-man stun off, and that will be Dragon picked up for by Porpoise here. Now B-Sin, he doesn't really have an escape right now as he doesn't have flash. He will be taken down, and they're looking for maybe another kill or two. As Slushi gonna land the chain on Arthlon, and unfortunately that will be flashed out of, and Dodo gonna get stun on a Grim here. There's some good damage coming in the pool as well, and will they have the follow-up? He will flash away. Arthlon now will get slowed, but he will walk after that one as well. But Spring Split doesn't matter much. Yeah, you win money, but every team wants to go to Worlds. Like, if the winner of Spring Split got a spot in, like, in Worlds, that would actually mean something. But, I don't know. I don't like how it's just pretty much money. Alright, so 2-1 in Dragon, or turrets now for Condiv as they're able to push that one after the back of that fight. But that was Dragon yet again, and that is the gold lead now picked up for Team 8 here. Much closer again than we've seen between these two teams. I feel like, okay, I feel like I know who Ratchet is, but I'm not sure in chat. Like, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. California has finished Asher's Tooth. Maple Street has picked up that Bloodthirster. Frost Queen's Claim picked up by Body Drop. The DFG done for Slushi. So a lot of major items being completed here. And then turret not very healthy at this point, but we're only 17 minutes in. One game we did see Team 8 win earlier on was a very one-sided stop. They had almost a 10,000 gold lead here at this point in the game at 17 minutes. Okay, now I don't remember who you are. I don't remember the moment you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it happened. Alright, so right now we do see Maple and Dodo pushing bottom. Fabi will be there now, level 10. Doesn't have any summoners available. I'm actually curious how low that turret is. Not very. Hasn't really been touched too much here. And as well as California in that top lane trying to get some farm back. He's actually ahead finally. First time of the game. But there will be a 2-man push potentially on that top side. Slushi though swinging around. Will be down top forward. Does have that DFG and that blue buff. He's looking for his moment to shine. He's going to actually go straight into Arthlon here. He could... What is he doing? Arthlon! What are you doing? He's going to maybe bait them in? I don't know. This is looking very dangerous. We see Grim get some good damage at California, but he pops the ultimate on himself a little bit early just to mitigate some of the early damage off that, and it looks like they will just back off, but that was... I don't know. That was weird. Anyways, back to the game here is... We'll see that Seeker's Arm Guard picked up by Grim. I'm trying to think. Like, it seems like the current meta just evolved to, alright, we'll wait till Dragon's up to do something. Maybe get a kill, then maybe push a turret. But that middle turret on the side of Cognitive is not very healthy. It's in at 560 HP. Like, they could just group up out of nowhere. They could shove the top lane, shove maybe bottom, and just group middle and push. And they will be able to get a turret off of that. We'll be able to get a little bit more of a lead as they're only sitting at 1,000 at the moment. And Sushi, well, he does have DFG up, but doesn't have the damage to burst on Arthon just yet. California has come down from that top side. We might see that turret finally fall, but Grim has finally followed him. Kind of hard to out-wave clear of Vladimir. I thought his mom's playing for him. Alright, California get hit with Cocoon, but you can see a commitment out of the side of Cognitive here. And we still see finally a little bit of a normalization coming in, at least within the bottom lane, between these two teams. And Dragon now a minute 30 away. I'd be surprised to see some ward clearing. We do see 3 Seekers, not Seekers, sweeping lenses picked up for both teams. On the same row as well, one in the mid, one on the jungler, and one on the support. So I'd be surprised to see the jungle, or it's not the jungle, but the bottom wards cleared out. But right now, well, body gonna get picked up by Sushi. I'm not able to get the snare on a Fabi right there, but that was just no wards. Completely were able to catch them off, able to pick up a turret, able to push down onto a second one, but they most definitely will have that dragon available in 1 minute from now. Alright, so they continue to shove in. Dodo has his flash, has his tibbers, and he's trying to stay to the back just so he's not seen, just so he has that that element of surprise, and just as I say that, he switches to the front. And they will just back off. They realize 40 seconds to go here. The middle turret will be taken down because they had to pull all remaining 4 men down to the bottom side of Cognitive to defend that turret. And that will now be 3-2 turret lead in favor of teammate, and also a 3,000 goal lead. It went from 1,000 to 3 that quickly. All right, now hitting that 21-minute mark. Wasn't to go get breakfast with one of our producers here at ESL, but I'm pretty sure he's gone now. Pretty sure he left a long time ago. And now my mind's on food. I don't know, maybe I can hit McDonald's breakfast this time. We'll see. Maybe I'll go to the bakery, since everything's like fresh. Maybe I'll just go home and sleep, I don't know. The Dragon gonna be picked up here. A third of the game on the side of teammate. Remember, they stole away the first one. And we're able to take the next 2 and obviously some kills off the back of those fights. We see the Death Cup coming in for California, though, as he has that new Solar Drum. And we see actually Porpoise going for a little bit of a different build with his Xin, going for that Hex Drinker here as he's up against this double AP comp. And now Graham, well, he'll get stunned here, but Dodo not gonna offer too much. He has a Talisman of Ascension down. He rushed that right away, as well as his boots mobility. So he's definitely looking for those hard engages. And if he hits a decent stun, Sushi's gonna kill someone. Like that's gonna happen. Is this live or nah? This is definitely live. It's definitely 7:30 a.m. over here in Germany as well. We do see Beeson going for the Spectral's Cow. Does have the Spirit of the Ancient Golem picked up. And I'm just waiting for that. I'm just waiting for a fight to break out here. Both teams are just content at farming away. Obviously, teammate are going to pick up a turret when they have the chance to. But they're not, I guess, feeling as confident as they did in their first game. They're starting to finally go for a little bit of aggressive wards here with some pinks and they sweep in lenses. I think is they need to maintain that control here, and we're going to see Lomo go down to that bottom lane here to clear that up. But here comes a 4-man push out of Cognitive here, and they're looking for maybe a middle turret here. They're maybe to force them away from that bottom lane to join them back, and it looks like they will just back away as well here. So nothing gonna happen, of course. And we go back to the drawing board for both these teams. And you do see California on the top side maybe doing a little bit here with Grim. Does catch him out. Look at the damage he's actually finally able to do against him. There's a stop. It might be enough here. His ultimate comes out of Grim. We'll have the ultimate obviously off California. He could go for the dive here. The flash comes in as well as a heal, and he will back away. California, he's got to be careful now because it's Arthlon coming in from the mid lane. And we'll have a speed up. He should be fine here. And Maple Street might need to be a little bit careful, but I believe Slushy still away the blue buff currently. We'll deny that away from Arthlon as we obviously just saw him head up towards that top side, but now he's back middle. And you can see that California can pretty much guarantee win these duels against Grim, and with that death cap probably coming very soon as he's sitting on 1,300 gold. It's only become more one-sided here, and Zonia's almost done for Grim currently as he has the 2 parts to it. Another thing is that Arthlon middle, he's only sitting on 900 gold and he has a blasting wand. You're waiting for the Athene's Holy Grail, which is understandable, but his damage is really going to be lacking as we come into the end parts of this mid game here. Alright, so Zonas has been picked up here. As honestly a major item completed. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for a team fight off the back of that too, because that damage, I believe, off his ultimate does amplify Graves' ultimate. Yep. Increases all damage. So if he hits 3-4 people with that, Graves connects as well. That's going to be some people blown up pretty quickly. But now you're seeing teammates still try to maintain vision control. I'm looking to maybe go for a push on this top side here. You see Slushy. You can see at least 4 men of teammate on that top side of the jungle, and Maple Street just sticking towards middle. See, Body Trap actually trying to back away. I don't know. It's kind of a standstill between these two teams. California has teleport up though, so he could hit up that top side. They know that Grim is kind of rotating in between middle and top, and it looks like they're just gonna switch up to bottom lane real quick. Force him to rotate the long way where Slushy might be able to pick up a kill. He has that ward, and he's gonna go straight in on a body drop. Look at the damage he just did. Not enough to pick him up, not enough to push him back to the base to heal. And that might have just secured them now. This bottom turret, at least a lot of damage onto it. California not using the teleport, slow, just gonna walk up towards that top side. So she's going up to be Sin. Does get cocooned up under the turret, takes a lot of damage. And he needs to be forced to back away. That turret does get taken down. Porpoise goes straight into the backside. Body drop still sticking around. He has not healed up in base just yet. And Dodo, even coming off the side, will get rabbited or whatever up. And won't be able to hit the stun or anything. But Sushi gonna be back at the base. And it will now be 42 in turrets. In favor of teammate here, and might even be more as California is pushing this top side here, and with that Nash's Tooth, he's going to get that turret down very, very quickly. That next wave would be enough. He's got to be careful though. Well, he does have the wards to spot anyone coming in, and that will be the turret dropped. Or not, actually. He probably could have killed it in just a few seconds here. He's going to pop Build Tones himself, looking just for the initial damage. But with Fabi coming in, he's got to pop the flash to escape this one, and he looks like he will stall long enough. I guess that's why he turned around. He realized that if I can hold a couple here, we might be able to push somewhere. And he knows he could escape that one. He even was almost able to pick up the kill on Arthlon too. But his potential to dive Grim has kind of fallen to a close here with that zone is being completed. Is that actually Nintendo X? If that's actually Nintendo X, I hope you tweet to me. So that is then, hello. Every time I see it, Olaf, I still think about you. I still give you the shout outs every time. Oh, and Bert's here too. Alright, 4th dragon of the game now taken. I was too busy looking at chat to actually see what's happening there. And they are now up 41.7 thousand to the 35.3. Oh man, I got a tweet. It actually could be him. Oh, it is him. Nice. Nice. How you doing, man? A little unfortunate what happened for you guys at LCS, but I think you guys can do it. I have faith in you guys. I still hope to see do Olaf jungle again. Nintendo's so high, I can't believe he can even type right now. It wouldn't surprise me. Because 420 is coming to a close over there. You got like an hour and a half remaining. Now I'm just busy looking at chat to see for him to notice me. Oh man. All right, so we're hitting that 29-minute mark here. Almost at 30. God, it's so late here. It's 7:30 in the morning, and we're seeing the items still stack up, but we're not seeing the fights break out here. With Infinity Edge come in for Maple Street here in just a few. As those 2 parts done on another 3. But here comes potentially engaged, looking for the blue steel. And they are using their vision to their advantage. They've been trying to control the enemy jungle here, and they've been slowly getting some ground in it. As you can see, that pink ward going to be taken down. They're forcing the entire side of Canada to really ward up their own jungle. If they drug tested LCS, the Donger would have been banned for life. Oh man. So true. So true. Oh, okay. Porpoise fat fingered the flash. I was wondering what he's talking about. But he stole the blue buff. It was worth it. It was worth it. Beeson liked it. Again, we're still in that little bit of a lull. It's kind of been like that for the past 10 minutes. I'll say 5 to 7 minutes since we did see obviously 2 turrets been taken down, but it can't be the next dragon. They just the 2 best of 3 series I've seen today have just come down to, let's not dive under turrets anymore. Let's just wait for you to be in the wrong spot and out-rotate you every time. And it's really unfortunate. I don't know. It's not as entertaining to watch. Alright, but we're at 31 minutes in either way, and we finally see a pink ward coming down to Baron, so maybe finally we're going to see a teammate go for a Baron attempt, or at least to pull them out of their base for a little bit. I still have that teleport on California to use. I have that over kind of currently where Grim went for that heal flash combo. He has another new large rod for himself, so probably going into Azonia's. Actually, no, I want to say DFG, but it's probably going to be Azonia's. The DFG would be so damn sexy, though. How do you change your Twitch name? Talk to one of your friends at Twitch. That's how I got mine changed. Someone hooked me up. Alright, it looks like we will see a 3-man push onto this, sorry, 4-man push if I can count onto this middle turret. They have him out of position yet again. And that turret should be falling here in just a few seconds. And it will go down. Will we see a teamfight break up? No, of course not. Why would we see a teamfight ever happen in this game? And that's not what League of Legends is about. It looks like they're trying to chase after Slushie, look for the combo, getting very low cocoon. It does land, but he does get the jump away. A nice knockback coming from Porpoise. The Colin coming in from the side does some decent damage. The Timbers comes in, but I don't believe it really stunned anyone here, but Lomo forced to back away from this, and Slushie still did some really good damage. Lomo looking at it in a 1v2, but he gets taken down. We will see Fabi pick that kill up, and it will be a 1-for-1 trade now as it finally turns into a 2-for-1. And I can't even keep counting as more. We're going to see kills come in left, right. Slushie's still barely alive, but we'll see Beeson finally fall. It's a 2-for-3 as Slushie, honestly, the MVP of that fight. Amazing job really bouncing in and out of it and staying alive, even though he got hit by the cocoon at that very end. And California picking up that triple kill. Finally a team fight breaking out here. And even fair in his chances, maybe in this 1v2 if he does push up, but his ultimate will be down. He will have teleport up, and we'll just head up towards that top lane to get some free farm yet again. Sitting on 1,800 gold to spend. Alright, see you, Rogue. Have a good one. Even gonna take blue buff here. Mikhail's Crucible picked up for Karma. And Biodrop also getting the Oracle's Lens, upgrading that Sweeper's Lens. Let's see what else. We have the Sunfire Cape picked up for Porpoise. We see Slushie. I want to say Morello's? I don't know. I don't really typically see Phoenix Codex and a Blaster one picked up on LeBlanc, but Grim, well, he's going to get locked up here. He will get killed before he can even pull right there. And that just shows the damage that Slushi can do. If you mix it in with California as well with a Q, people are going to get blown up. And he does go for Zhonya's. Not going to go for the sexy move. A little bit sad, disappointed by him. Slushi has the EFG up. Just trying to harass them. He will steal away the red buff though. And looking to maybe catch out someone. They have Annie stun up. They have Tibbers. They have Flash on her. All it takes is one stun and they will kill someone. It's almost impossible for that to not happen here. And winner of this game gets $5,000 and 5 Western Digital Black 2 hard drives. Loser gets $3,000. Still a lot of money either way. Not that LCS money that Nintendo X gets, but still money nonetheless here. And it looks like with the wards they do have down, they will go for Baron. And that's a really nice play by Dodo over the wall. They will take out the vision without them starting that one up. So they're making them think that maybe we're not going for Baron here. We're going to actually be a little bit aggressive with the wards. Slushi alone realizing that we don't need my damage to take Baron. If anyone face checks over here, and it looks like body drop will... Ooh, if Dodo wasn't there, that would have been the death of someone. That would have been the death of someone. But they will get the Baron. And now up 12,000 gold almost. Of course, gonna go for Dragon. Why not? Wrong button. Hopefully, okay, no, they're going for Dragon too. God. 3,000 hard drives. Alright, so they get Dragon. They have a lot of money to spend. Will they go back and buy before they do go for the push? And they will leave that bottom wave over to California, who's going for a little bit of magic resist. Probably go for that Banshee's Veil now. And there's a death cap coming in for Slushi very soon. Last Whisper picked up for Loma. And the Aegis of the Legion now done for Porpoise. At least you guys aren't betting skins like in CS, where people are sending death threats to teams because they bet their skin on them and they lost. And they lost it. And to give you an idea, like, skins are worth quite a bit of money in CS. Like, for instance, I have a knife that's worth like 160 euros that I got out of a box. Someone paid $23,000 for a knife in CS. Like, that just shows you that it's worth quite a bit of money, but that would be kind of funny to do if you could do that in CS. Bet your skins that you have, or bet RP. Bet mystery skins. All right, look at this. California. He is gonna just dumpster all over Grim here, and look at the damage he's able to do. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to escape the slow. He will have Flash, and California, well, he won't chase after him, but look at that. Ridiculous damage. And unfortunately, Grim doesn't have anywhere near the ability power. When I think about it, 536 to 234 that California has. And honestly, this is gonna be a hard game for a teammate to lose. But the damage Slushi has alone, with that death cap done here in just a few seconds, I mean, impossible, and Fabi won't be able to escape from that one. DFG did go in, though. But California, look at this, pushing the bottom lane. Waiting for that minion wave to come in. It will be up against Arthon, though. Not sure he's too worried about that. As you will see him just go for a Q onto that. Not doing too much damage to Arthon, but he'll have more steady damage over time. And that turret, honestly, should be falling pretty quickly. Arthon has a death cap done, yeah, but I don't know if he has the ability power to full clear the minion waves fast enough. California's just going to stick off to the side, continue this pressure. Around that 37-minute mark. And about 14,000 gold between these two teams. We're still not seeing the dives happen. And where are we going to see the wards come over the wall? Obviously, there's a pink ward there, so it's going to make it impossible for that to happen. Let's say we're at the wall. Dive over with LeBlanc. But Kale does get the turret. Force the ultimate out of Arthon. And he actually pulled 2 more men down here. And luckily for the side... Krim, he's got to pay attention. But luckily for the side of Conditive, there's not a wave on that top side. They would lose out on another turret here. They're only going to come in just to force Fabi a little bit back here. And it will, in fact, do that. And now they're going to pick up another inhibitor turret here. But Grim going to pop his ultimate. Will they chase after us, or what is just to kind of stall them away? It is just a stall, but he pops his ultimate. He's going to get stunned up right after this. Pops his Zonius. He will dodge out of the Tibbers, who hits absolutely nothing. But that will be the bottom inhibitor being taken out. Now they're just trying to kite away for the life of them, as California is going to be flanking from the side. Body going to get dropped, as he does fall to Slushi, and this is probably going to be the end of the game as well. California going to pop the ultimate onto himself here, forcing the flashes, forcing anything out of the other team. And that will be now 2 kills. Beeson surviving with just a sliver of life will be taken down. California is going to flash after that, and they will have a wave on the bottom side to push into these Nexus turrets. They have 40 seconds remaining on Beeson and Grim Samurai, and it looks like we're going to have our victor here. And we're going to have our spring split winners, as the first Nexus turret does fall, the second one coming down in just a few seconds. And coming back after losing that second map here, we're going to see teammates secure themselves as first place winners, win the $5,000 and the 5 Western Digital Black 2 hard drives. However, Content, they don't have to go empty-handed. They still won the $3,000, and they still did a fantastic job. I mean, considering in their quarterfinals, they lost the first game, ended up coming back winning the next 2. Then in the semifinals, they lost the first game, come back winning the next 2. They have done a great... Actually, they won 2-0, and they're... no, it was 1-2. Okay, it was 2-1. But they've done a great job, and they've really improved quite a bit here. And unfortunately for them, they just didn't have what it takes at the end of that. I think even Nintendo summed it up pretty well in chat. That teammate just has a better understanding of the current meta and how it's really working here. But that's pretty much going to do it for me today's show. I mean, thank you all for tuning in. I'm trying to think about when the next shows are coming up. We have, like I said before, the European Group B coming up for the summer split, I think on Tuesday. And then North America summer split should be kicking off in just a few days as well. Let me go and check the calendar just to make sure if you guys are interested in tuning in for that one. Let's see. It's going to be Thursday. All right, so Thursday, we're going to have the split kickoff. It's going to be a little bit of a different format. We're inviting 16 teams, I believe it is, and split up into 4 groups. Maybe it's 8 teams split into 2 groups. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing for this since North America had less teams than we had in Europe. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. Thanks again, or congratulations again to teammate. I can't talk anymore. It's now approaching 8 o'clock in the morning. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm going to play some music in the meantime. Make sure to hit the follow button on the Twitch channel because if we ever do any League of Legends action, it will be here. Also follow me on Twitter at jkaplan. And... well, without further ado, that's going to be it. See you guys next time.